Hello, I'm Rick Barclay, and I'm with Piano Clubhouse, and today we're going to learn the song Satin Doll, a very popular jazz tune. It was written in 1953 by Duke Ellington. So let's go ahead and get started. It has a very infamous piano intro, and we're going to learn that one, though sometimes the song doesn't get utilized that way if there's not a piano player playing the tune and whatnot. But we're going to go ahead and learn that. It's not necessarily a very quote-unquote melodic type thing, but it's more where these series of notes and chords going together basically comprises this element of what you hear for this opening. So before that, let's do the key it's in. It's in the key of C. C is this: C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Though you will see with a lot of jazz tunes that we're going to be doing some substitution chords and whatnot that don't belong whatsoever in the key of C. So we'll talk about those when we get to that. So it's in the 4/4 time signature, but it's a pickup note. It's on the and of 4, and this is triplets. It's a very swing music is based off of triplets. So instead of necessarily being right on the and of 4, 1 and 2 and like that, it's on the so 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, if you will, lit or however you want to think it. Okay, so it's basically lazy eighth notes. Okay, so and I'll stop right there and then I'll show you the rest of it in just a second. So it's a grace note on this A sharp or B flat, however you want to think it, going into E and the B and then G in your left hand. 3, 4, and 2. So on count 2, it's E, C, and G, 2, 3, and. So on 3, it's D and A, F in the bass, and then it goes down to the G. And then on the and of 4, it goes back to that grace note and the E and the B with the G. So it's the same notes now, but a different rhythm. E, F still, and then the C and the G going to the D and the A. Okay, so it's 2 and as opposed to 2, 3. And then the and of 3 on the G, and then and of 4 back to the same thing. That goes back to the other rhythm we just did. Okay, and then here's finishing off the phrase now. So what's happening with that is on the and of 4, you've got the C and the G, and the E, and then on 1, it's E, B, G, and of 1, it's A, F, C, and of 2, B, G, and D. And then we'll come down and basically repeat somewhat of the same thing, just some different things happening with the left hand, okay? So let's do that whole phrase there again. I'll go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, and 4. And 2, and 2, 3, and 1, and. Okay? That last little part there. That's always a hard movement, if you will. Okay, now we're moving on. Basically, again, it's a very repetitious type of intro, but we're going to do it down low with some different bass things happening in your left hand. So again, it starts off the same way. Grace note on the A sharp to the B, and then the E, and the G in the left hand. 1, 2, same notes. Sorry, I said same notes. I didn't play the same notes. Okay, so that's what's different, is the bass is E, F, G, 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 G. Okay, so that rhythm is 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and then it continues on from there. Okay, so one more time. And 2, 3, and 4, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so this next part, again, rhythmically it's doing the same sort of thing, but we're adding, again, some extra G notes in here. So, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and that's continuing on there. All right, so going back now. last part. And you got to stretch out to that. So that was C and G, E, G, E, B, like it was before, A, F, C, and then this is what's different, is that it stretches out and we do octave G's with the D in the middle and the B. Okay, so that's the whole intro, and then we're going to the rest of the main melody, if you will, at that part. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to the beginning. Let's play all the way through slowly, and then we'll get into the main melody of the tune. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4, and 2, and. Okay, and then slowly now. Okay, now the next part. Okay, and again slow. Because that's the hard part of the whole thing, of moving your from there to there. Okay, now we're ready for the main melody. Satin Doll is basically an AABA format minus this intro that we did. So the A section is this. I'll play the melody, and then we'll get in with adding chords and whatnot. And 3 and 3 and ba ba ba. Okay, so there were the notes that were outside of the C scale, C key. So very simple, but it's the chords that really makes this interesting. Okay, so those notes, let me explain the notes first and I'll add the chords. A, G, A, G, A. A, G, A. Now it's the B, A, B, A, B, A, B, B, A, B. And that's D and C. And that's on the 1 and 3 and the rest again. And then it's B flat and A flat. And 3, 4, and it went down to a G at that point. Okay, so let's add some chords. Okay, so let's explain what's happening there. So it's a D, D minor, and if you want to add the 7, you can. I usually wait till the second measure to add my 7th. So note-wise, it's D and A, D, F, A. So 1 and 2 and. So on the and, we're going to a G, and then I'm hitting the bass with my left hand at that point. So 1 and 2 and. And that A is kind of outside the chord, but yet it's a G9 when you add that all together. So again, on the second measure, D and A, and then I'm adding that C in there. So notice how I'm just going down here, hitting 3, and then 3 and. So B, D, G, and then the and. So if you want to let go of the G and not play the F either, that's fine too. And then it comes up to an E minor 7 now. E, B, D, E, G, and D. B, excuse me. So an A7, so A in the bass, C sharp, E, G, and then the melody was the A, and then it went up to the B at that point. So 1 and 2 and. That's on the and to 1 now when you hit that chord, but I'm hitting the bass with my E in the left hand. So D, E, G, and B. Okay, so that's, again, I'm going down to the A, and it's this A7. A at the top of the melody up to the B. Okay, so this right here, A minor, but again the melody is outside the chord here. It's the D, so it's almost kind of like an A sus in a way. So A, C, A, and the D. Okay, to a D7, major 7, not the minor 7, because F sharp, A, C, D, and A. Okay, and here's where we go outside the chord. It's an A flat minor 9. The 9 being your going up here to the B flat. So A's. This is technically C flat, E flat, and the B flat, and okay, so it's a flat 9, which is this note right here. So again, I'm thinking in terms of C flat, so it's D flat, A flat, C flat, D flat, A flat, and it goes back up to that, A4 to the B flat, down to a C, and I'm adding a D just for color's sake, but it's a C, G, C, E, G, and then D if you want to add that. And then the turnaround, so to speak, in the next two measures is a D minor 7, so D's, A, C, D, F, E minor 7,